Plant growth. In this topic, plant growth, up to 8, we have discussed about the 4 different phytohormones as first, auxin, second, gibberellic acid, third, ethylene, and fourth, auxin. Out of that, auxin, gibberellic acid and cytokinin are the growth promoter. That ethylene is growth inhibitor. Then second growth inhibitor is abscisic acid. This abscisic acid, if we want to discuss about the abscisic acid, it is a growth inhibitor. Scientists Carnus and Adicott, they are studying on the cotton balls. What happens actually into the field of cotton plant, as the plant start to show their growth, and on the plant body when there is a formation of a cotton balls previous to flowering, previous to the formation of a cotton after flowering. So in that cotton ball, what happened, instead of formation of a cotton, prior to that only those cotton balls are fall down from the plant body. Then why that thing is happen? Scientists studied on that thing and they observed at the petiole and pedicel of the flower there is a formation of abscission layer. And from this abscission layer, these cotton balls are fall down towards the ground. And they observe this process of fall down of the cotton ball or shading of the cotton ball is due to the substance called as abscission first and abscission second. Another scientist, Warings, in 1963 isolated a substance from the birds of Acer that can induce the dormancy inside the bird, and they gave the name to that chemical as a dormine. These two chemicals are identical in their nature and we are given the same name as abscisic acid. This abscisic acid in a plant body is synthesized from different plant parts as plant leaves, plant fruits, roots and seeds of the plant body. Chemically, this abscisic acid is a 15 carbon cis quaterpenoid and is synthesized from mevalonic acid. See here the effect of abscisic acid or physiological effect of abscisic acid. If we take the physiological effect of abscisic acid, then first, mainly it is responsible for the formation of abscission layer. As abscission layer is formed, the leaf are fall down, the flowers are fall down, the fruits are fall down. Why then abscission layer is formed? Mainly the abscission layer is formed to keep the plant alive, is act as a stress hormone. So it helps to overcome the adverse atmospheric condition. So it helps the plant body to being alive actually. But here we are going to consider it is a growth inhibitor. Do not allow to grow the plant. But instead of growth of the plant, with the help of this hormone, it ensures the life of a plant. It promotes the abscission of leaves and induces the dormancy in many plants. It controls the dormancy in a bud as well as seeds by inhibiting the growth process, by inhibiting the process of germination. Now, if we take the another physiological effect of abscisic acid, it also accelerates the process of senescence. Senescence, which we have discussed previously also, is a process in which that plant parts are leads to aging. The process of aging is get accelerated in the process of what? Senescence. How? By showing the degraining effect. With the help of an enzyme dechlorophyllase, the process of a senescence is get accelerated inside the plant parts like leaves, flowers and fruits. The next, it inhibits and delays the process of cell division as it is a growth inhibitor. Obviously is going to inhibit, it delays the process of cell division and cell elongation also. It affects on what? If the process of cell division get delays, that means mitotic cell division is get delayed, it is get inhibited. If mitosis is inhibited, then secondary growth inside the plant body is also inhibited. Like you can take an example of the cambium rings or vascular cambium are formed inside the plant body after an particular time duration into the year. Here you can observe the process of mitosis. If it is get delayed, then automatically the cell division it is get inhibited and elongation of the cell is get inhibited, and it affects on what? Growth of a vascular cambium. Abscisic acid could cause the efflux of K+ ions. Now that thing is mainly related to the opening and closing of stomata. Here abscisic acid, it acts as a stress hormone which helpful to overcome the stressful atmospheric condition came in the life of a plant body. When there is a drought, when there is a scarcity of water, then from the plant body water should not be lost in the form of water vapors, which is called as a transpiration. Here the process of transpiration is avoided by the abscisic acid. How? This abscisic acid causes an outward flow of a K+ ion from the guard cell. As K+ ion moves out, behind that K+, Cl- ion also moves out. Osmotic pressure of the guard cell cytoplasm get decreases and the neighboring accessory cell is get increases, is responsible for the movement of water by the process of osmosis from the guard cell towards the accessory cell or towards the neighboring cortical cells. So it affect on the guard cell wall, and that the stomata is get closed as the guard cell becomes flaccid. The next, so it is called as an anti-transpirant. That means it avoids the process of transpiration. What is transpiration? The loss of water in the form of water vapor is called as a transpiration. It acts as a stress hormone, as now only we have discussed. Even they can ask for examination why abscisic acid it is called as a stress hormone. Comment, give reason why abscisic acid it is called as a stress hormone. Then you can give the reason in the form of the abscisic acid it is responsible for the closing of stomata as it induces the process of efflux of K+ ion. The osmotic pressure of a guard cell get decreases. By the process of osmosis, water it moves out from the guard cell and they becomes flaccid, responsible for the closing of stomata and avoids the process of transpiration. As it avoids the transpiration, automatically the loss of water it is avoided, and it helps to overcome from the adverse atmospheric condition. The next, it inhibits the flowering in a long day plants but stimulates the flowering in a short day plant. Mind it, there are three different kinds of a plant as per the flowering period. Some plant produces a flower throughout the year are called as a day neutral plant. Some plants are there who produces a flower during the short day condition, that means long night condition, long dark condition. And third type, long day plant, LDP. LDP are also called as a short night plant. Mind it, in a long day plant, night period is not important, but in a short day plant, long night period is so important, cause even a flash of a light on the plant body during the continuous dark period, if it is get interrupted, it does not show the flowering. That means the type of plant as per the flowering season, that, and instead of that another thing, vernalization related to the flowering are given in this topic, but as it is deleted from your syllabus, we'll stop over here only for this topic, plant growth, with the help of the phytohormones. We have discussed in a detailed account about the plant growth as a growth promoter and a growth inhibitor. It's all for this topic. Thank you.